sharpen with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. In the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me. Don't know for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Nix to the air. It's caught by Bryant. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Broncos at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Y'all gotta talk about taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might know my range. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't cut the matrix. Got that touch my stage.
Oh, my son!
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
a short throw there to Strange. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 3.
11. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill.
Again, it's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Oh, my son! Ready!
Now a toss. Camaro left side. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, my son! Ready! Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Phillips. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence from his end zone. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run out of the gun to Camaro. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready!
To throw, here's Nix. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joshua Hines-Allen. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Oh, my son! Ready!
They'll go play action with Nix. Incomplete.
They're obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk about it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Looks good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Nix sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready. Captain.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Hines-Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
24.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll roll him out right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 6 now.
Hold on, son. Ready. Right here.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hold on, son.
Operating from the gun. Nix eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hold on, son. Olay, olay, olay.
They're going. It's Nix. That is caught. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Rip, 23. Son, it's on. Silver.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence will throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Got it, ready? Hey, go! There we go.
Turton is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Now receiver in motion left.
Silver!
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Logan Cook to kick off for the
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This quick pass complete to Sutton. yard, all they need, but it's third down. Nix to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Captain.
On play action, here's Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To the right, yep. Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll be 6-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
30 left. On red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Brian Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to the score, Broncos 29, Jaguars 15. Hogan Cook to kick off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He'll buy some time running. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 62 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
13 Lou.
Looking to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 4 yards out. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Camara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Yeah, he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the camper.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Camara again. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready? 180.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game.